Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I'm excited to do is going to be a new Will I Buy It. This is my series that I post every single Wednesday where I chat with you over all the new makeup releases. I talk about what I'm interested in picking up and what I am not so interested in. If you are new here, I would love if you would subscribe and stick around. I post a lot of content on my YouTube channel, both long form and short form. I personally prefer the long form video, and these Will I Buy It's are usually some of my longest videos that I post, but I do consider myself a more chatty channel, mostly focusing on beauty, a little bit about books, lifestyle, around the home. I live in Las Vegas. I like to share some vlogs of my life, but I always enjoy talking over the new makeup releases and getting all of your thoughts on them as well. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, welcome. So I do always start my videos with an outfit of the day. Today we're pretty cash, so I have on my slippers. These shorts are from Target and they are so darn comfortable. And then I just have a sports bra on and this top. I loved the gray and pink. Still my favorite color scheme. I don't know if that will ever change, but I saw this on Amazon and I was like, this is too cute, and I felt like it was a good one of those, like, you know, they say like transition to fall outfits. Again, I live in the desert, so it's very warm here, so it's like hard to feel like fall with like the big sweaters and everything, but a little like shorts and long sleeve moment. I felt like that was the vibe today. I do always link everything that I'm wearing down below, including my makeup. I did just get done filming this look for YouTube, so this will be coming shortly. The video will not be up yet, but I think it'll be up Friday or over the weekend, and I am testing out a bunch of the Allure Best of Beauty 2022 winners. There was some surprising hits in there as well, and that video will be coming up shortly. We're not minding the hair today. Tomorrow is my hair appointment, but I'm actually heading off to Seattle on Thursday for a few days, so I am trying to get as much filming done as I can. So again, that's why I'm not exactly sure the order of my videos. We'll just see how it goes. I'm gonna go ahead and scoot over. I do always link all of the accounts that I am reading from down below as well. And last week we had so much holiday to talk about that I probably could have split that video in two, one just being about holiday releases and one being about everything else. I was also doing 2 weeks of new makeup releases because I did miss the week where it was what would have been my wedding anniversary. I'm going through a divorce. That's why I kind of laughed at the pink and gray, because that was my wedding colors, but they're just also my favorite colors. I love the color scheme. So we had a lot to chat about last week. I don't think this video will be over 50 minutes long, but again, I know a lot of you like it. I love the chatty videos too. But let's jump into some more holiday, and we have even more from Too Faced. And I have talked about Too Faced, I want to say 2 different times for their holiday releases, and I have said I don't think that we're done yet. And here we are. Are we going to be done now? Honestly, with Too Faced, it's like you never know. We have the Yummy Gummy makeup set for $42. We have some different mini options in here. The Christmas Vacation must-have sets is $34. A lot of different gift sets. Of course, we have the Better Than Sex mascara ornament for $16. It's so funny. I'm reading a book right now, and the girl, the main character, is a kind of like beauty and lifestyle influencer. She said one of my first videos that got a bunch of views was comparing the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara to the Charlotte Tilbury Push-Up Pillow Talk. I was like, like every once in a while when something pops up in the book, like, I just can't help but like chuckle a little bit. But a lot going on here. This to me looks like the holiday collection that, for me as someone who does beauty YouTube full-time, this isn't what I'm necessarily interested in. And as I say every single week, and as I always do with holiday time, there is a market for this. There is a giftable market for this. There are people who want to purchase their makeup at this time, and this is what they use all year round, and next holiday comes around and they buy it again. I used to be that person. So I never want to make it seem like I'm hating on holiday. It's just sometimes I'm like, nah, for me, it just doesn't work. Now the little tins, I did buy one year. Which one was it? The not gingerbread, the rum butter rum. I feel like the word butter was in it. I know all of you will know. Some of these, like there's that one that's the more cool toned one, that actually jumped out at me, and I like the packaging on this, like the marshmallows and the hot chocolate. Like Too Faced, that is a way to my heart. That one I think actually looks pretty, but my problem is the other one with Too Faced, I barely used it. I didn't feel like the quality was that superb out of all of the eyeshadow palettes that I have in my 2 large collection, that I kept reaching for that one. But something about this cool toned one, again, it might be a packaging pulling me in here, but that I think is cute. And these palettes are $29. Again, last week we had, which were the ones that I thought looked good? Benefit and Tarte, I think it was. Those ones from Too Faced I don't think look bad though. If I was gonna buy anything from the Too Faced holiday line, it would be that 8-pan palette. I also see I got a lot of tags on this one from Charlotte Tilbury. This is just a sneak peek at the Pillow Talk Beautifying Face Palette and Hypnotizing Pop Shot. So the face palette, I feel like we've gotten some sneak peeks of those in the past. Like I'm pretty sure I've touched on that and I've said that it looks so beautiful, but I don't think I would use it enough. I got a little bit excited when I saw this photo because in this lighting, the one that says Pillow Talk, I thought it looked more of like a contour bronzer shade, and I was like, ooh, maybe I would use that. But I do believe that it's a blush. But we also see a second one now as well. So I'm glad that there is going to be some different options, because before I believe it was just the one that we were seeing. Again, I said that I think this is so beautiful. Again, I was getting a ton of tags on it. I really enjoy the Charlotte Tilbury products. I just don't think I would get enough use out of a face palette like this. I'm not a big face palette girl anymore. I did a video ranking all of my face palettes recently, and literally in the title it says dust collectors because I just don't use them enough. These little single shadows look really pretty, but I feel like they're gonna be so expensive, and like I have a Colourpop Super Shock on today, and I feel like I could just use those and I would be just fine. Maybe if I saw swatches, because as of right now we just see like the close-ups, like if there was a swatch and it just totally blew me away, maybe I'd reconsider it, but I also feel, again, like they're gonna be really expensive. We have some more holiday from Kylie Cosmetics. I believe I also mentioned the brand last week. Oh, it might have been Kylie Skin actually that I mentioned last week. My dog is laying on the floor just absolutely over this video. It takes me a very long time to film my get ready with me videos, so she's like, Mom, when are we going for another walk? That's really all she cares about. But in here we have the 12-day advent calendar. This is $180, so we do see everything that is included in there. We also have some other, like it says, the collection also includes the reindeer liquid lipstick set, which is $150. That's 5 matte lipsticks and 4 glosses. A lot of products, but it's like, how can you go through that many? That's, you know, I've been talking so much about trying to cut back on the new makeup releases. I did my makeup backups video where I talked about trying to use up a product before I buy it in and not getting suckered in by like sales and just like the shiny new things. But also it's like, man, I mean, I always say stocking stuffers. I feel like I annoy myself during holiday time because I'm always like, stocking stuffers, stocking stuffers. Nothing in here that I think that I need. I do like me a good advent calendar. I'll probably end up buying me some sort of advent calendar around holiday time, but it'll probably be like food related or wine related. I talked about last week. So if you have a favorite advent calendar that's not makeup or beauty related, let me know, because I really don't think, what was the one I was gonna buy last year? Was it Dior or was it Chanel? It was definitely one of those, and it was like $450, and I really considered buying it. I didn't. I would like the court reporter to type that out. I did not buy it, but I thought about it. And then speaking of Dior, oh, I don't know if this is necessarily for holiday, but we'll talk about it. This is the Millefiori Couture Edition. Not sure I said that correctly. We have the Dior Addict Case lipstick case for $28. There's also a cushion powder for $66. There's bath pearls, bath bombs, and the Miss Dior scented calendar. No, there's a candle for $49. I mean, the lipstick and the powder is like both a no for me. Tell me why I was like, oh, the candle? Do I need that? Like, I have a shower, so the bath pearls and the bath bombs, those wouldn't do anything for me. I know there's like shower bombs though, right? I feel like I saw a video the other day and someone like threw it in, but it was in her shower, and I was like, wait, I want one of those. I also kind of want eucalyptus for my shower. Anyone heard of that, where you put like the eucalyptus over your shower head? Oh, kind of want that. But for some reason the candle is sticking out to me. I don't know if it's like fall season. I was at Target the other day and I wanted to buy all of the candles, and I was like, Samantha, you have candles at home. Again, like why am I gonna keep buying candles when I have candles here? I also just posted, my last video was my top fragrances for fall. So I have my favorite fragrances in there, and so many of you have been commenting your favorites. I was going through this morning, adding a bunch to my Sephora loves list, and I was like, oh my gosh. But I remember around holiday time, Sephora ran a sale on full-size fragrances. So if that happens again, I am definitely buying me some. So the comments have been excellent over there, but I feel like I'm very into like scents right now. So something about, I think that's why the candle is popping out at me as well. Again, I don't need it. I'm probably not gonna buy it, but it caught my attention. We have a holiday collection from Pat McGrath. Got quite a few tags on this one, so let's go through it. We have the Celestial Nirvana collection. Trend Mood says, she gave us what we need and now we are in trouble. So we have the Mega Celestial Nirvana palette, There's the Divine Blush and Glow Cheek Palettes, the Celestial Nirvana 5-pan palette with a new formula. There's a highlighter, blush, eyeliner, lipsticks, mascaras, a lip trio, a lip duo. Right now, I just see coming soon. The Mega palette is gonna be a no for me. I don't do larger palettes. I'm sure it's gonna be very expensive, and I don't love the Pat McGrath eyeshadow formula. I tend to have eye reactions from her products, so I know that that one is going to be a no for me. The 5-pan palette, I will say, I think looks so stunning. The my eye immediately went to the one that has that more of that purple shade, almost more of like a mauve tone it looks like in there. That one looks beautiful. The one on the bottom with the golds, I think that looks stunning for holiday, like absolutely stunning. And I have to say, it says on this one, it is a new formula. So we have Nude Allure and Bronze Bliss. I feel like this might surprise some people because for whatever reason, I get a lot of hate when it comes to Pat McGrath. And I just had someone comment the other day and was like, stop buying Pat McGrath if you don't like it. It's like you buy so much Pat McGrath basically just to say that you hate it. And I'm like, I think I've only bought like 3 things from Pat McGrath. I've had things gifted to me. I haven't bought a lot of Pat McGrath. So and I was like, what? My thing that I have always said is I just think that it is very, very expensive and I haven't seen it worth the price tag. That is what I have said repeatedly. I have also had palettes from Pat that do give me eye irritations. So obviously I don't want to keep using them and I can't really recommend them because I can't wear them on my eyes. I don't have anything against people who love Pat McGrath and want to purchase Pat McGrath. But also at the same time, it makes me chuckle when people say all these like terrible things about me and Pat McGrath because I want to like the brand. And when I do buy things, I buy them because I think that I'm going to enjoy them. I don't buy something thinking I'm going to hate it or never use it. To me, that is a complete waste of money. I've really never been able to get into that even as a YouTuber. Like I've never been able to go out and buy full collections just to review for a video, even though I know I'm not going to use half the products. To me, that's a waste of money. And as someone who grew up incredibly poor, I never forget what that feeling is like. So for me to just willy-nilly spend money, especially like Pat McGrath prices, that's crazy to me. Like I simply can't do that. So I look at this and immediately those eyeshadow palettes call out to me. It's one of those where I like that the warm nude is how it's described, but the cool platinum, I think for holiday especially, just like is the vibes. For like, I'm even thinking like New Year's Eve, like this looks like a palette that I think would be really fun to reach for. I'm curious about the new formula because I'm wondering if it would bother my eyes. For some of the face palettes, again, just like what I said, I just don't use those face palettes all that often. I've tried the lip products from Pat McGrath. I didn't lose my mind over them. So really from everything from this holiday collection, those 5-pan palettes are really speaking to me. I'm just quite honestly, like to be straight, like I'm afraid to purchase it and not love it and then just get torn apart for my makeup preferences. Like I can't lie and say that I love something if I don't love it. I have a shirt. I used to make a joke that I had girls' nights with Natasha Denona, Charlotte Tilbury, and Pat McGrath. Like I still wear my girls' night shirt. It's still available for sale. Like I would love to fall in love with something from the brand, and I don't know, maybe it would be this 5-pan palette for holiday. I'm gonna check the price, but I just might buy it. You see some skincare under holiday. This is from Farmacy. This is their Holiday Party Green Clean Trio. It's $46. You get 3 limited edition winter fruit scented flavors to remove long-wear makeup, SPF. We have Blueberry Burst, Tangerine Twist, and Pear Punch. I see coming soon to the website. A lot of times I can be a bit of a sucker for skincare sets around holiday. I typically buy one from Tatcha every single year because Tatcha skincare is so pricey, but I really like it. So I buy the sets that make them a little bit more affordable. I actually just opened a full size of the new Green Clean from Farmacy. So this isn't a set that I particularly would need for myself, but I think that it's a great makeup remover. I use it very frequently. So definitely that would be something to check out if you are interested in it, because then you would have them just like throughout the year. So that would be great. And then I think that is going to be all for holiday right now. See some more like Halloween collections we can jump into. So speaking of skincare, Makeup Eraser has another collab with Disney. I always mention the Makeup Eraser because I think their sets are so cute. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas makeup remover set. It's $25. I don't know Nightmare Before Christmas. I think there was a collab with them with like Makeup Revolution. Not familiar with it, but I think that these are great. I use the removable makeup cloths as well, so I think they're great, so I like to mention those. Then I see from Profusion, this is the Rituals collection. I don't know what that is either. But there is some eyeshadow palettes, face palettes, there's some eye products, there's a mirror, face gems, primers, there's lashes. Right now I see coming soon. Everything looks to be between like $5 and maybe like $18 is the most expensive that I see. I do not know what Rituals is. It almost looks like, I don't know, I'm like zooming in on the photos. I was gonna say it looks like a Ouija board maybe, but I don't think so. What is Rituals? That's just, okay. That's not helping me out. It's literally Rituals, a religious or solemn ceremony consisting of a series of actions performed according to a prescribed order. I don't know if this is supposed to be a show, a movie, I never really know. But I will say usually for Halloween collections, they don't tend to grab me. I'm really not a big Halloween girl. I'm not into like Halloween makeup. I don't do like the SFX makeup. One time on my YouTube channel, I did a werewolf tutorial, and that was like the extent of my makeup days. I will say though, I really enjoyed my costume last year. I went as the yellow Power Ranger. I had a full yellow blush moment, yellow eyeshadow. I asked my girlfriend the other day, I was like, can one night we do Power Rangers again? Mostly because I want to do that makeup look. I thought the yellow was great, but I don't do like transforming myself into other things. I'm personally not big into Halloween, but I know sometimes people can get mad that Halloween gets kind of skipped over in makeup land, but those are a few options. Then we also have, this kind of freaked me out. So from Smashbox Cosmetics, the Masters of Horror collection. Thing of my nightmares. We have Chucky, Dracula, The Bride of Chucky, Bride of Frankenstein, and Frankenstein. So we have the Prime and Plush lipsticks are $24 and the Always On cream shadows are $22. This is a no for me in every single sort of the sense. I am also not a horror girl. I can't handle horror movies, but do I know who Chucky is? Yes. Dracula? Yes. Bride of Chucky? Yes. Bride of Frankenstein? Yes. Frankenstein? Yes. I know them all. And I'm terrified of all of them. Especially Chucky. I went to the Raiders home game on Sunday, and I'm sitting there, and I was in a suite with my friends, and so it's like a box, and then at one point I looked over, and there's someone in a full Chucky costume just looking into our suite. So creepy with like the full mask and everything. When I tell you I screamed and I was so embarrassed, but it caught me so off guard. Like, I'm at a football game. Why are you in a Chucky costume? I was. Smashbox collection, it terrifies me. This is not okay. That's gonna be a no for me. Speaking of stuff that I know, this is the new Disney Hocus Pocus 2 and Colourpop collection launching September 22nd. All right. So the collection includes the All Hallows Eve 15 pan palette. There's a mascara, lip gloss, Jelly Much shadow. Soul Body has a shimmering body powder and a cat ear accessory. I love Hocus Pocus. It is one of my favorite movies. I was actually driving the other day and I passed a casino. And it said, I think it's like every Friday in October, they're playing a different movie at the movie theater. And of course they have like, I don't know if it was like food or gambling specials, but something along those lines. And the first movie that they're opening it up with is Hocus Pocus. And I saw the sign and I was like, oh, like I want to see if my girlfriends will go with me. Colourpop has done Hocus Pocus in the past and I liked the artwork on it. I didn't feel like a deep love for the collection. Like I didn't lose my mind once I started trying it. I like that we kind of went in a different direction for this one. The artwork I don't know if I love quite as much. It looks a little bit more like cartoonish maybe. The cat ears, like that's a great touch. Honestly, like still some of my favorite lines come from Hocus Pocus. And like I said, not a big Halloween girl, but I will sit down and watch this movie at any time. The eyeshadow palette, I like that we have the purples in there. There's orange, some shimmers. I don't know if the color scheme necessarily like knocks my boots off. Sometimes with Colourpop with their Disney collabs, I feel like the formula isn't the formula that I really love from Colourpop also, but I'm willing to give this a shot and see what I think. And I also it just makes me want to bust the movie out and give it a watch. I do have a code with Colourpop. They just gave me a code. It's just March Beauty. I asked them if they had Samantha and they said no. So I was very upset. I'm like, who? Name another girl named Samantha, come on now. But we went with March Beauty because my Instagram is March Beauty Word. So you can use that on the website and that one is an affiliate code. Of course, we'll have that in my description box. But again, this is launching on the 22nd. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. This is for holiday as well. This is the Shuuemura and Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Eternal Collection. I see coming soon. So I'm not super familiar with Sailor Moon. Colourpop I know had a collaboration with them before, but nothing that really like spoke to me. I'm sure if you are a big Sailor Moon fan, Like I'm seeing in the comments, people seem really excited about this. I'm not familiar with the brand myself, so I know that this one is a pretty easy skip for me, but that will be coming. And then actually for holiday, I missed a couple more skincare products from Tatcha. They have the Kissu, from Tatcha, they have the Kissu lip mask for $28. This new shade is gonna be in Plum Blossom. I have been trying this lip mask and I have to say I'm very impressed. I know a lot of people hype it up and I finally got it in one of my sets and I was like, let me try this out. And it is pretty darn good. Also from Laneige, we have the Lip Sleeping Mask Intense Hydration with Vitamin C for $24. And we have the In Pumpkin Spice and Peppermint. All right, we also have the Sweet Dreams Trio that has 3 of the masks for $32. And then a handful of other sets as well from Laneige. That peppermint one, like, Laneige can also get me with their sleeping masks because I go through them. That's kind of like my original holy grail lip mask, if you will. I think that it's great, and sometimes I get suckered into these different scents, but I don't feel bad because I always use them and I always use them up. So something about the peppermint one, I'm kind of feeling that. They also have the minis. The gummy bear is really good. I've tried the vanilla, that one is great. But they also have a Hydrate and Snooze set for $30 with the moisturizer, water sleeping mask, and the lip sleeping mask. Those are some good sets from Laneige. Again, skincare I can see myself purchasing. Kind of along those lines, from Makeup Revolution, we have the new Color Corrector Skin Bases. This is the Super Base Color Correcting Primer in green and yellow. These are going to be $12 each. I bought the one from like Dr. Jart, the green primer thing. That was when I was really struggling with acne and definitely a lot of redness because the green can color correct the red. I just didn't necessarily feel like it was adding a lot of value to my collection, so I feel like I'd probably think similar thoughts to those from Makeup Revolution. From Cosmetics, I see that they have new packaging and a new formula of the Color Drop Serum Blush. So these are going to be $28. They also just released a warm terracotta shade and a toasted pomegranate. I have not tried these, but I really want to. I have had them on my list to test out for a while, and I've just never gotten around to it. There's always so much makeup. So now I'm like, I don't know, should I get the new formula? But then I feel like people are going to be wondering how close it is to the old formula, and I really won't be able to help. So I'm like, I just continue to live my life without this blush. That's probably what I'll end up doing, quite honestly. So sorry, I feel like I'm skipping around a bit, but we have from Makeup Revolution, this is their Halloween collection with Beetlejuice. It's also going to be coming to Walmart. So a lot of products in here, as usual with Makeup Revolution. Palettes, highlight palettes, powders, eyeliners, sponges, lashes, mirrors. Everything looks to be between maybe like $6, and the most expensive I believe is going to be $15. Available September 23rd on the website, and then in October it will be available at Walmart. I am familiar with Beetlejuice. I'm fairly confident I've actually seen the movie, but I think I was probably like too young for it and it really scared me. Again, I just don't do well with scary movies, horror movies. Like that's just not gonna be it for me. So nothing in here really jumps out at me. Again, not a lot will usually pull me for Halloween. I do see this was just posted. Let's see what this is. This is a new advent calendar with Yes Style, Beauty and the Bakery. Dessert themed packaging filled with 24 skincare and makeup items from cult favorite K-beauty brands. It's gonna be $164.90. Okay. So I don't see a full, some advent calendars, they do show us everything that's inside. I don't see this one. Yes Style, I know that they carry a lot of the K-beauty brands. It has 24 skincare and makeup items. That's cute. I like the packaging on it. Is it going to be something I absolutely have to have? Because I feel like sometimes the hard thing with advent calendars is it's a little hit or miss. That's why I'm saying I don't necessarily feel like buying a beauty or a makeup or even like a skincare one is super beneficial to me, especially going into it like totally blind. So I'm going to pass, but would love to hear your thoughts on that one. I see a new palette coming from Nomad Cosmetics. This is the Hudson Valley palette. Very fall vibes. Inspired by the autumn experience in Hudson Valley Foliage Trail, New York. Includes 15 shades, 12 colorful and cozy mattes, and 3 blazing shimmers. This is going to be $39. This is really beautiful. I think Nomad Cosmetics does such a good job putting their palettes together. The packaging, like it does just scream those cozy fall vibes as I'm sitting here sweating under my lights because it's 90 degrees in Las Vegas, but I feel the cozy vibes, okay? Like, I feel them. Man, Nomad has had a few palettes that I have come really close to buying, and I feel like if I wasn't trying so hard to cut back on buying makeup releases, especially eyeshadow palettes, and I just purchased the new Natasha Denona palette, I feel like this would be a yes for me. Like, that bright red, that is a tough one. That's beautiful. Do I need it? Probably not. Do I want it? Still gonna be a yes for me. All right, I saw this over on hotfire.makeup. So Tarte Cosmetics, it says new addition to the Shape Tape family, meet the Shape Tape Cream Foundation. Get it for a limited time deal with a foundation brush for $45, and it's a $74 value. I feel like I get confused with Tarte releases because I feel like there's so much, and I feel like I've already talked about this at some point, but it says like available, and I'm like, I don't know, have I not? Semi-solid gel is like if your face cream and foundation had a baby. Delivers flawless full coverage with a matte finish, yet has the soft bouncy texture, feels comfy and weightless on the skin. So it's probably gonna be a no for me. I don't really go for the matte foundations all that much. I just don't think we would get along well, but I like look at that and I'm like, have I talked about that? I see a new collaboration. This is with Amrezy, and she has collaborated with Pretty Little Thing. The collection ranges from lipsticks, lip liners, lip kits, cream blushes, liquid highlighters, and more. Okay, so everything looks really beautiful. Amrezy, of course, is like just absolutely gorgeous. The promo photos like stunning. Looks like a very her collection, you know, very like nude, neutral type of vibes. Nothing that I feel like really jumps out at me. Pretty Little Thing, I think I thought they were only like fashion. I don't know if I knew that they necessarily did makeup, but I'm sure that collection will do really well, which is great. I see another collaboration with brushes. This is with Spectrum Cosmetics and Ash Colm, and this is the Sculpt collection. The Sculpt 30-piece brush set in a tube bag. This is going to be $250. It says each brush has been meticulously crafted, weighted, and measured by hand to the highest specifications, creating tools with the perfect balance of beauty and workmanship that the finest artists in the industry demands. That's great. There's also the bundle box, which is $330, and it includes the 30-piece set with a canister bag and a selection of 6 singles or doubles for your toolkit. It's gonna be too much. Like, it's so beautiful, and the whole like aesthetic of it and the whole presentation of it, so gorgeous, and she's beautiful. It's just, I just don't want to spend that money on brushes right now. I have so many brushes. I just need to be better at cleaning my brushes. Reford just sent me a new brush set that I tried out in my latest Get Ready With Me, and those are fabulous brushes. So I'm gonna be good to say no. All right, I think just to wrap it up for us this week, we have from Winky Lux, this is the Amethyst Balm. Amethyst inspired color changing pH balm. This is going to be $16. You know, super fun, this purple sparkly, still one of my top viewed videos on YouTube all of these years later is using a Winky Lux pH changing lip balm that had like a little flower in it. I mean, this was in like 2017 or something. Still one of my most viewed videos on YouTube, which makes me laugh. So clearly a market for them and people are interested in them, but I don't feel like I necessarily need that, so I'm gonna skip. And then from Glowish, we have their Blur Jam silicone-free smoothing primer. So this is under the Huda Beauty line. It's an instantly smoothing, mattifying primer packed with skin-loving ingredients for all-day hydration and 12-hour pore blurring power. This is gonna be $33. Okay, so I do tend to get PR from Glowish. They just sent me their Pillowgasm sleeping mask, and I used that the other night. I have a first impression on my TikTok, which is by Samantha March. And so far so good. I like it. I don't have enough thoughts on it to give my full review. I am curious about a more blurring primer because I actually do have pores, which sometimes is shocking on social media. I definitely do have pores. So if I get this, I think it would be something that I would try out, but I don't think it's one of those products that I'm necessarily running to get. Like, I have a lot of primers, I have blurring primers, but I'll test it out if it comes to me. All right, after that, that is going to be everything for this week's new makeup releases. Definitely feel like we got through this week a lot quicker than last week, but I of course would love to know, what are your thoughts on all of these new releases? Some holiday in here, what are you interested in? What are you starting to save your coins for? I of course would love to know. And as always, if you enjoyed this one, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll see you in my next video.